Good morning, people. Man, I haven't made a video in a while.
Don't you fucking dare! Oh, why are we all going to let me. Oh my god, nigga. Oh my god, nigga.
Fucking out of my way!
Nigga, guys, stop here. Don't shoot at him. Oh my god.
Counter-Strike. Little unknown game, played by just a few people, mostly Eastern Europeans and Brazilians. In this game, you watch your teammates that have a shitty Walmart pistol and a dream, running to fight highly armed men. Or in the contrary, you will watch as your friend runs off with the bomb to B just to watch him get one-tapped by a knob in the other side of the map. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't start playing this game until a few weeks ago after a friend told me that painting maps is not a real game, and I should probably take a shower and turn my little dark age off. But what is Counter-Strike? Okay, I'll just call it CS from now on because it's getting annoying. CS is the legal gambling operation Gabe runs in the background, so he doesn't have to release games as Half-Life 3 or Left 4 Dead 3 and, well, a lot of 3s right there. But instead funnel money to things like Deadlock or Dota 2. Also, some people call it a competitive shooter. We know this is not true. It's just Chinese people scamming other people. Now, before anything, I want to let you know I'm not any good at this game. In fact, you will probably look at the gameplay in the background and think, damn, what in bugs figure out how to use computers? To that I say, Chinese people have been on the internet for some time by now. Now, when you first boot up this game, you will notice a few things. One of them, store page. This is where you gamble away your life savings just to get a skin that's worth maybe 15, 10 Vietnamese dongs. Then you have the play button. This is where you play the game, You have 5 game modes. Casual. This is where the greatest man of CS figure out the faster way and efficient way, so they all die in the first 20 seconds of the match. Competitive, in which me and my friends died to the glorious leader of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu.
Right now, look in the
Oh
right
my
now.
god.
We are so fucked.
That match, come on, no one's playing this. Come on, be honest. Premier, almost the same as competitive, but you fight for already upvotes. And you got the Secret Evil 6 game mode, workshop maps. You can play such great maps as Crazy Ass Horror Map and Minecraft Hunger Games. In most cases, you may also notice you have these things called friends. I highly suggest playing with them because the average player of this game is a 60 IQ Brazilian that just got out his favela killing spree to use his daily hour at the cyber cafe, or a 19-year-old Russian that evaded the Ukraine draft to spend his life gambling away and looking at boring Telegram. As you may have noticed, you will be shooting at a lot of people, more in specific, racial minorities, such as British people, Iraqis, just Muslims in general, to be honest. This is a sole reference to the American police. Now, just like in real life, this might seem quite simple. You aim at their head, you shoot. But it's actually kind of more complicated than that. Not only do you have smoke grenades to negate line of sight, flashbangs to burn your radiance as you playing at midnight. You also have stuff like Molotov or just regular grenades, which in case you didn't know, that work a lot. And to even land your shots in the first place, you gotta stay still, very carefully. Or else your bullets will curve space-time itself just to land an inch away from the guy you're shooting at. This again is a subtle reference to the Americans, specifically Pulp Fiction. But what even is the point of all of this shooting? If you're playing terrorists, you gotta plant the bomb on either side A or B. And if you're playing counter-terrorists, you gotta, stop them from doing that. Quite simple really, but as you may notice when you stop playing this game, the 60 IQ Mongolian basket women players in this game can't really seem to understand this concept at all.
Called Quagmire? Oh my god.
Sadly, this is also a team game with an economy, so every time you win or lose, you get money, right? To buy your guns, utility, and such. And more often than not, you will see the bottom leaderboard, the worst performing player ever, buying an up. A gun that's just a little more worth than a used Honda Civic, just to get one tapped by a blonde-funded kid with Down syndrome in a wheelchair. If you remember what I said about standing still to land shots, yeah, well, I kinda lied there. There's a category of gun that just kinda ignores all of this. The SMGs. Like, you don't know how many kills I have gotten by just buying the MP5 and running sideways as I shoot. Because most of the people in this game can actually comprehend 3D movement. I have noticed this myself as I watch several teammates walk on like an extra 10 business days through here, instead of like jumping on top of the boxes. This is a sole reference to the fact that they are all disabled people without the capacity to actually jump in real life. And talking about disabled people, your teammates. On competitive mode, the only mode you should be playing if you love yourself. Because honestly, casual is just like, that's a fucked up place if you ask me. You have 4 persons, 4 if you don't count yourself in the team. Each one of you have to spawn in the same area with like slight difference. Sometimes you will spawn slightly closer to A. Sometimes you will spawn, be flashbanged by a person that couldn't quite comprehend the fact that if you have a flashbang in your hand and you press click, it actually does something like they're shooting. And sometimes your whole team besides you gets to spawn right next to B while you sit in the cock chair on the other side. But how does one actually get to this point without getting your shit blown smooth off by a sniper? To achieve this, you will usually use things such as smokes that will create a smoke to deny visuals, flashbangs that will deny their will to leave, or you can use Molotovs that will deny their stay in this world. After you get to a point, you will watch as your teammates fail to plant the bomb 3 times in a row. A pretty simple task that consists of holding your left click for about 10 seconds. A truly Herculean task, honestly. After the bomb is planted, you either gotta wait until the bomb explodes, or you kill them all of the counter-terrorists, which, counter-terrorists. Their job is kinda on their name, they do the opposite of what I just said. So all of that, the things I just said backwards. They will hold the sites and stop the terrorists by killing them, or just making the timer run off. In reality, you will probably see the whole team just go to one place in the map, and either get killed, or just don't realize that the terrorists are on the other side of the map. As I planted the bomb. But I got a little easy fix for this problem. Well, all of these problems actually.
Right. How many video games do you have installed on your computer? Fucking 5,000?
That's for child porn.
That easy fix being, just play with your friends. I really like this game, but seriously man, if you play this thing alone, you will actually just go insane. Your friends also will probably suck, but you can make fun of them, you can tell them to jump off a bridge, which might be more fun than just playing the game by itself. Now, I don't have anyone to tell you how to play this game. You can always just queue up solo and competitive, buy a shotgun and rush B. It's your choice. I'm not your dad. I'm not paying your child support. You can do whatever you want. Just don't do it in my game, or I will come to your house, chop you up in pieces with a rusty machete, and ship you off to China or something. I think this game is pretty neat. I highly recommend it. Either start chasing people at night and make them your friends, or force the hypothetical friends you have to download this game and play it. It's free, so they don't have any dumb excuses such as, who are you and why are you talking to me? And what are you doing with that machete? Have a good morning, night, or whatever it is. More videos to come, eventually.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!